Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a really interesting watch. It's the Brellum Pandial Marina Tricompax Chronometer. We've got the source material here, and, well, our mission is to unpack it.
Right.
Figure out what makes it tick,
Yeah, especially how it blends these different sort of worlds in its design.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just like your standard chronograph. They've taken familiar bits and given them a very specific nautical twist this time.
And the sources give us a good handle on the key features, right?
Spot on. Saves us some guesswork.
Okay, so before we dive right into the watch specs, maybe a quick word on Brellum. They're quite new, aren't they?
Relatively, yeah. Founded in 2016, Sebastian Miller.
And they seem to have a pretty clear approach. Focused production, quality chronographs, certified movements.
Definitely. And they keep production numbers low, like really low, around 299 watches total per year. That's across everything they make.
Wow.
And crucially, they sell direct,
Yeah.
straight to the customer.
Okay. And that obviously impacts the price we'll talk about later. Big time. Cuts out distribution costs, allows them to offer, well, quite a lot for the money.
Got it. Okay, so the Pandial Marina itself. The Pandial line usually leans towards racing, yeah.
That's been its DNA, mostly. But this one, the Marina, well, the name says it all. It's a shift.
A clear pivot to nautical sports.
Definitely. You see it in the details. So the case, it's a decent size, 43 millimeters diameter.
Okay.
And it stands about 15.9 millimeters tall. But, you know, that includes the domed sapphire crystals front and back.
Ah, the glass box style crystal on top.
That's the one. And you've got choices for the case material. Stainless steel, the classic option, or...
Grade 5 titanium.
Yep, grade 5 titanium, lighter, tougher.
And hypoallergenic, too, which is a plus for some people. Stronger than other grades.
Precisely. You get a mix of finishes, brushed and polished surfaces, and those piston-style pushers.
Gives it that vintage chrono feel.
It does, plus a big knurled crown that's easy to grip. Water resistance is 100 meters.
Which is pretty decent for a chronograph that isn't a dedicated diver.
Absolutely fine for, you know, surface water sports, some general wear.
Okay, now, this is where I think the blend really shows. The tachymeters. There are two.
Yes. This is pretty unique. You've got the standard-looking one on the bezel, blue background, white markings, very much in line with that racing heritage you mentioned.
Right. The kind of thing you expect on a chrono.
But then, look at the inner ring, the flange.
Okay.
There's another tachymeter scale there, and this one is specifically calibrated in nautical miles.
Ah, nautical miles. That's the key difference.
Exactly. It's white with blue markings, sort of inverse to the bezel. And that domed glass box crystal, it actually magnifies that inner scale slightly, really makes it stand out.
So it draws your eye right to the marine feature. Clever.
It is a very visual way to signal the watch's purpose.
So you have the speed on land calculation outside, speed on water inside.
Basically, yeah, it's a neat conceptual link.
Okay, what about the rest of the dial?
It's got this nice, deep navy blue center, classic Tricompax layout, you know, the 3 subdials at 3, 6, and 9.
Standard chrono configuration. And the hands and markers, lume.
Yeah, interesting application there. Orange tips on the main hour and minute hands, good visibility. Then white superluminova on some of the hour markers.
Okay, and the date. Sometimes they can look a bit stuck on.
They've integrated it quite nicely here, actually. It's tucked inside the 12-hour counter down at 6 o'clock, and the numerals are orange, tying in with the hand tips.
Subtle. I like that.
Me too. There's also a little detail in the center, kind of a ghost counter effect, with the snailed circular pattern for the 60-minute track. Adds a bit of texture.
Nice touch. Okay, under the dial, the movement. This is the BR-110 caliber. First time in a Pandial, right?
It is. It's based on a Joux-Perret caliber.
LJP. It makes some serious chronograph movements.
They really do. This one's a column wheel chronograph.
Which, for people who might not know, often means a better feel when you use the pushers.
Generally, yes. A more sort of crisp and positive click. It's considered a more premium construction than a cam-actuated chrono.
Right. A detail enthusiast look for.
Definitely. And importantly, it's got a good power reserve, 60 hours, plus it's COSC-certified.
Chronometer-certified, so guaranteed accuracy.
Within those strict COSC standards, yes. High accuracy. And you can see some nice finishing through that domed sapphire case back.
What kind of finishing are we talking?
Well, you've got perlage, those small circular grains, some blued screws, Côte de Genève or Geneva stripes, and they've put a customized open-worked rotor on there, too.
So they haven't skimped on the decoration, even though it's a tool-oriented watch.
No, it shows they're paying attention to the details all around.
All right, so if someone's listening and thinking, wow, that sounds pretty cool, what's the deal with getting one? You mentioned limited production.
Very limited, just 23 pieces of the titanium version. That one comes on a Nebertech strap, and it's priced at 3,690 Swiss francs.
Okay, 23 titanium and the steel.
Same deal, 23 pieces. The steel version comes standard on a steel bracelet for 3,490 Swiss francs. You can get the Nebertech strap for it too, but it's an extra 290 francs.
And those prices, again, tie back to the direct sales model, right?
Yeah.
Keeping things competitive despite the specs and limited numbers.
Exactly. A COSC-certified Swiss chronograph with a Joux-Perret base. Unique features like the dual tachymeter in titanium or steel, limited to 23 pieces. That pricing is pretty compelling in today's market because of how they sell it.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap this deep dive. We've looked at the Brellum Pandial Marina. It's a watch that kind of mixes its racing roots with this new, very clear nautical focus, highlighted by that really unusual dual tachymeter, especially the Nautical Mile 1.
Yeah, that's the standout feature.
Plus, you've got a certified chronometer movement inside, limited availability, which adds to the appeal, and thought for the details throughout.
It really brings together a lot of elements. And maybe final thought for you to chew on.
Go for it.
In an age where we have GPS on our phones, smartwatches telling us everything, why do these very specific, almost niche mechanical complications like a nautical mile tachymeter still resonate so much? What is it about that link to, history, navigation, specialized skills? Why does that still capture the imagination of watch enthusiasts today?
That connection to a tangible skill, maybe?
Huh?
Something to think about.